meeting to order at 10 a.m. Wednesday, January 24th, 2024. We're here for a ambulance service district update. Mr. Chairman, would you like to let us know what's going on?
We did not have a meeting last week. We had problems with the weather and everything. We didn't get an agenda out. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. Therefore, last meeting we did discuss the applications for, I guess we call it secretary job, treasurer. I guess we can glue them together. And we suggest that we stay with Timmy, being she's in the know right here in the courthouse, so she's probably our best bet. That's for you guys to decide. So
can we decide
that?
That's
I thought we did last.
I think it's
Yeah.
been. I think they did that without me last year.
Yeah.
So
it's approved.
Other than that, everything's running. Thankfully, we got all 5 of them up and going. I believe we still have Murray's in place for the time being, just because of the weather. We haven't got it serviced enough there. One question I got is our situation that we run into was that I pretty much just postponed. I didn't do anything but postpone on advice from you guys if we're going to keep a contract with him or what we want to do.
okay.
Right now, we are sitting with 2 vehicles for sure that are overdue a long ways for service. I instructed John to go ahead and get them done, to send them down to a different place, whatever he's got to do to get it done. So I guess I'm looking for direction of what you guys want to suggest we do with our.
Have you had any discussion with the fire chiefs?
Very little. I tried to get a hold of District 2 on try to go with, like we were talking, to get one person hired to do everything. Keep the records mainly on one track, so at least all the emergency services will know what's running and we have one person working on it. So I realize that the ambulances are probably going to be 80% of the people's work. So.
Okay. Well, I met with the fire department, and they have a company whose name just now escaped my lips.
Something
H something.
Yeah.
I've forgotten that they have been using. They had offered to approach them and see about getting a group discount if we did ambulance and fire all through the same company. That sounded enticing, sounded interesting. Try and get that. The chief was going to follow up and get back to me. I haven't heard from him, and you haven't heard from him. Okay, so I think that's where I'm at. Waiting to hear back from the fire chief.
That only makes sense. I mean, that way, if District 1 and 2 merge together, at least all the records are together. If the 2 districts merge into one, therefore the ambulance is already sitting in their station, so they should have the records. And I mean, it's just simplicity. I mean, it makes sense.
Okay. Now you had 3 ambulances down, and they're all up. Right?
Everything's up and running right now.
Okay.
As of yesterday.
Okay. Good.
So basically, with keeping Murray's Pritchards right now, we have 3 ambulances sitting in each fire station, Kellogg and Osborne.
Okay.
So
But we're going to give them theirs back.
we will get theirs back. I want it serviced and thoroughly cleaned and make it nice for them. And then next meeting we'll get a mileage. We took the mileage and everything, and we'll get a paycheck out to them next month.
Now, real quick too, how about the new ambulances, the two that were ordered?
Last update that I've really heard after July
For both?
for both.
So they'll get here about the same time as what they,
Hopefully.
Okay.
That will help, but we need to keep in the back of our minds, both the advisory board and you guys, we still should order probably another one in October. We're 2 years out. We'll have 3 fairly new ones. The newest one has already got over 70,000 on it, so
and what year's that one?
that's a 22, I believe it was a demonstrator. So it had, say, 10 or 12,000 when we got it.
Okay.
I think people are surprised to find out how many miles we actually put on those things.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a bit.
Maybe we ought to put a report in, get Josh and put a report in on how many calls a month and year, just to let the people know, that we're telling them, we can do a chief's report and give them the calls that we're up to date on.
And we still have to respond up to the river, so I mean
Up
that's
the river, and we're responding to Missoula a lot. We're going to Coeur d'Alene at least 3 times a week, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
With the paramedic thing, that's really a kick in the butt because we can do it, and we're actually not making money, but we're not losing it either.
Okay.
Another question that's come up for the ambulance board is, do you have a list of the board positions and when they expire?
We're all appointed, and that was as far as we were told.
I do have an email out to Brittany
To
see
Brittany.
if she can clarify.
Okay, we've
that for
had a
us.
request for that information.
Can I say something?
Yeah, if you have an answer to that.
She changed the after they formed the district and things got turned around. There was a resolution out there that put in there that Brittany did, that they are, whenever you guys want them in or out. So it was
Appointed.
it was cleaned up 2 years after it was formed.
So now it says what?
It's your discretion.
Oh,
There's no term limits, there's no limit. no time.
Originally there was,
Yeah.
and then they changed that with the resolution Brittany did.
So I'll have her.
follow that with
Get
it.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
we had a public
Copy.
request, public information request on all, not ambulance, but all the boards that we oversee. So
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the way the German board is too, is we were just, you guys approved this, and then when we wanted off, we just told them, and then they got somebody else.
Okay. Yeah, that one as well. I was
are
trying
you
to-
on that one too?
I was.
But I've been trying to get a hold of Chris Ball, and I can't get a response from him.
Oh, I didn't call him.
Thank
He's outside working.
Anything else for the ambulance?
No, everything's going good. We did have a email chain that we had some between Timmy, Scott, and I on the billing wasn't getting turned into the county to Timmy. We were getting it, and then all of a sudden we didn't get anything for a long time. So we checked the West One bank account, and nothing went in there. So it was Scott got a hold of the billing company. It was just a lag of time that they hadn't turned anything in. So
Okay.
Money's looking pretty good. Not terrific, but we're not hurting either.
It's good. We got a lot of ambulances to pay for.
It was suggested that we leave that other account open for a little bit because of this work. So probably by the end of February, we will close that account, and Mary Brin will not be on payroll.
Okay.
I'll get everything cleaned up by at least the 1st of March.
Okay.
I can't think of anything really else that is fire chiefs are doing a great job keeping things running. It's just,
Okay, well, would you do me a favor and seek out the chief and see if he approached that company and where we are with that?
John.
John.
Okay. Because John's in charge of all the maintenance. So
Yeah. It was John.
that's fine.
Yeah, thank you. Public questions?
No.
Any final thoughts? Questions from commissioners?
Just a reminder that when these two new ambulances come in, we're still not out of the woods, but we gotta think about what we're gonna do, if we're gonna keep a couple or get rid of a couple, surplus or, so it's just something to put in the back of your minds. We got the oldest one has actually got the less miles because it's already had a new motor put in it. So it's just something to think about in the near future. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
This kind of hurts when we're,
When you're
5
down.
ambulances and we got 3 or 2 running, and
Yeah.
but then if you got 7 ambulances, you got 4 sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just something to think about.
Okay.
Questions from the board?
No.
Thank you for your service.
All righty.
Appreciate the update. And with that, we are adjourned.